How you doing? This is Terrell from Catalyst. Just wanted to show you guys what we got going on and kind of explain the theory of what we were doing with the mold and how we're going to fabricate it. We started off by taking your model, and we noticed that there was a lot of undercuts and as well as some file surface data that need to be repaired. So our theory was to remove the undercuts and mill the female portion of the mold so we can remove the possibility of any die lock or any undercuts in the milling process. So if you look here, your side marker light area and your fog lamp area has been removed. We milled a channel so that we could replace it once we finish cutting the mold, and everything will bond up nice and tight. Side marker areas, which would produce a die lock. So we took our mold model and we made it. We made a female A-surface model, and we also included trim lines and things that are going to be necessary to make that factory fit. So this was some work that we produced early on. Once we got our model secure and we knew that what our strategy was going to be, we then started sending the different portions to be milled, including our strategy was to produce blocks that could be removed in case of a die lock situation. You can never mill and fabricate a mold and without having some other escape routes, if you will. So we're now actually producing the wheelhouse portion of the mold, which is the side marker and the wheelhouse all in one. That is actually on the mill now. We're actually sending a rough. We're roughing this portion of the mold out of the workpiece, and this is the second to last piece we have to mill, thank goodness, because we'll be done milling tomorrow. So again, this has got a long cycle, but we're roughing. Then we'll go ahead and put our tool extension on and do a finish pass to make sure it's nice and smooth. Fabrication on the front portion of the mold. Let me explain what you're looking at here. We have we're fabricating certain portions together. Certain portions we're actually going to leave locked, removable, if you will. So we can't assume that we're not going to have any issues yet. Most of the issues that we work through could help not only the prototyping process but phase 2 as well. We've identified all the undercuts for your any die lock in the injection mold. We're at the phase now where we're just seaming, making sure this is baby butt smooth. We're also using this as a guide coat to get back to a smooth surface here. So we just began actually filling seams. We got our trim lines in the mold, which are really cool because this is going to make sure there's a factory fit. We're just going to scribe these out before we smooth the mold. And that's going to help us all get that factory fit. Here is our channels for our undercuts. We mill these separately, and we'll go ahead and cut these out, and they've already been form fit to sit in this channel. And we even have a locator. So this is really cool. This will be the smooth surface of the mold when we're done. We went ahead and also did the side marker lights that will sit on the wheelhouse portion of the mold that we are now milling. So this is the theory, just like you saw in the digital file, to come and have a mold that clamps together and fits together, but also can be unlocked, if you will, and removed in case there's any die lock situation. So what we have left is the 2 wheelhouse portions of the mold to mill. After they're done, I believe tomorrow, we will go ahead and finish fabricating this, with the exception of over the weekend we did go ahead and commit to making these removable sliders instead of a composite mold. So that would benefit you guys in the long term in case there was any other issues. So just want to let you know what we got going on. We can keep producing videos for you. I'd love to give you a tour, but I've been here 12 hours.